Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to another fabulous CB and the Boys radio show. We have got a fabulous hot show tonight with some fire hot topics you don't want to miss. So just sit back and relax and buckle up. It's going to be a thrilling ride on CB and the Boys. So, see you in. George, roll it.
CB Booker, George, Breaker Boy Homie, Roger Hawkins, Mimi Acosta. Let's go! CB and the Boys, Midweek Motivator. Come on, gather around, get to 411, and let's talk about it.
Hey, listen, what up? I got an intro for Mimi real quick just because of that.
What? Hey.
Hey, we've been getting it.
Pass me the keys to my truck.
Y'all don't know. But y'all ain't ready for Beanie. Y'all ain't ready.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Not Beanie, but yeah. We good now. We chilling. What up?
Silly. Something wrong with y'all.
Hey man, listen. Beanie go hard, buddy.
Beanie goes extremely hard. And look, if you guys have not noticed yet, CB is somewhere in the building. She's lost.
Right. She done went down the rabbit hole like Alice or something. But it's all good. She'll get there in a minute. Clearly I know me and Mimi set up. What George, what you got jerking? So
Intro, let's go.
Say
what's up, JJ?
What's up, JJ?
JJ's in the building. Honey, she's
in the green. She's in the green room.
She in the green room getting herself ready, getting herself.
Right. I had my suggestion of what she might be doing, but Mimi didn't like it. So.
Oh, she is zimmering.
Oh Lord, here we go. Hold on.
Warning: the following video contains explicit language, which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
I can see now.
I ain't even saying shit yet.
Okay, so this is the kind of night that we is going to have, okay?
Right, that part.
Yeah, we about to.
Someone says you don't never know what's about to come out, so
yeah, might as well go on and get it jerking.
Let go.
Like going on. George,
the following moments may contain explicit language.
Come get the 411 and it's Mimi's drink special. Mimi, let them know what you're sipping on.
Boom.
Shut her home.
The whole bottle, okay? The whole bottle of Merlot, honey. Red wine. And look, I'm going to tell y'all something about red wine, right? Because I did not disrespect the red wine. I think I disrespected a little bit because really and truly, the glass shouldn't be this big. There shouldn't be this much in the glass. It should be a whole little smell in action. So I didn't disrespect it with the straw. I didn't really disrespect it with ice. You guys normally I do know that I do that. But guess what? Ta-da! Anyway. So so that's what's happening, guys.
Good for you, because yes, technically, well, if you want to do it like based on food,
I'm chilling it. Yeah,
you can chill it, and listen, I ain't saying don't drink it on ice when you're not in public. You're in public, man. You're in public. So yeah, room temperature tends to go with darker meats, red meats, things like that. Blah blah blah. So yeah, you stepping it up. You stepping it up.
George, he's so bougie with his shit. I love it though. Look. I love it because I'm not. My ass from the island. I put everything on ice. So anyway, what had happened was, Roger, what you got going on?
I do when ain't nobody looking. But nah. So tonight I'm just keeping it real casual, like Mimi said. I'm just going with what I kind of get in my moods where I do my hard cider. So that's kind of what I'm rocking tonight, a little hard cider.
Okay, that's all right. I'm liking that. That's what's up, George. I know you got something over there.
Well, I do have a little bit of the red wine left with you. You know,
Boy, that's enough to get you to open your next bottle.
That's a
but
swallow.
I mean, I still got
Hey.
Tito's in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, dog. You trying to get up early? You ain't trying.
If I'm really feeling froggy, we got the Don Julio, make you act a folio.
Yeah, you ain't trying to do all that. You
Nope.
George got
sipping on that high quality H2O.
George got he got options. He got options.
Normally I have like 5 bottles of water next to me, but I stopped doing that, guys, because what had happened is that over the weekend, last weekend, I started doing a little switching around in the house here. And I found like 5 bottles of water in my room, 5 bottles in the office, 5 bottles. I like bottles everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to pour, and I made some bottles. And now I look around when I want to grab one, and damn.
All right, you caught yourself at least.
Last night being Taco Tuesday,
you were talking.
I got thoroughly inebriated.
Oh, did you?
So
that's why y'all asked me. Okay.
It's all H2O for me today.
Hey, you know how George? You remember, like anytime he has a birthday and he comes in shitty, he's like George, like I ain't drinking for a week. So see, he's one of those. He's
right. I ain't never drinking like that again. Okay.
Till next year. Till next year.
Till next time.
What up, Trey? What up, fam?
What's up, Trey?
Mimi, what you got? Let's kick it off. Kick it off.
JJ, Trey, what y'all drinking? Y'all let me know what y'all drinking while we in the news, honey.
Trey, what you got? Crown?
He got something over there.
Yeah, Trey usually go Crown.
So check this out. This is a little
some fruity or colorful or some goofy shit. JJ got the Rainbow
Coalition over there. No, he don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's whack. That's bullshit.
If he's got H2O, it's because something happened last night. And you ain't even gotta let me know what that is, because
yo.
See, everybody rocking with me. I'm telling you, it was Taco Tuesday yesterday.
I didn't know we had that many Tuesday night drunks. I mean, I'm kind of proud, but damn, y'all let your boy down.
Oh Lord. So anyway,
we got you.
No, for sure. So I'm gonna start out this evening with a story.
Okay.
And y'all just let me know how y'all feel about this story.
Uh-oh.
So let me kick it off. My husband came home last week in a worrying state. He asked to talk. This is when he explains to me, I have a mistress and she's pregnant. She's threatening to tell everyone if I don't send her to Europe. I'd rather you learn from it from me instead of her. Baby, please forgive me. My problem is that I don't know how to tell my husband that his mistress is a liar. I know 100% that she's lying because my husband is infertile, but he doesn't know it himself. If I tell the truth about his mistress, then he will know on the same occasion that our 2 children do not belong to him. What am I supposed to do with that? That's what
she might shut the fuck up. You know what? Don't keep it gangster. She been going. I'm gonna be real with you, because I mean, right now they neck and neck. Yeah,
that's a whole lot of cheating.
That part, but here's the thing: she's not, because you know what she did. As a rule, she would divorce him.
JJ said that's murderer.
But that's what I'm about to say. He might ex her. She would divorce him. He might do her in.
Right.
I ain't saying anybody is obviously, justifiable, but man,
right.
It's tough.
It's like, babes, what had happened was that I turned around and I did something, and then she's gonna come talking about these 2 don't belong to you.
Yeah, see, she could be like, I'm gonna walk away, I'm gonna take half, boom, 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 and get away with it. He might put her ass up under the porch.
Yes. So that's a That's a pretty rough one right there.
That's pretty
George, what are your thoughts, George? What are those your thoughts? Those your thoughts, George?
So look.
Yes.
This is what she could do. She could get hella brownie points if she was like, look, I understand. If she could tell him that, I understand. I'm going to rock with you. Let's send her over there, do all this shit, right? And he's going to be like, yo, my wife is the dopest in the world. Now, that's going to buy her some time. But at some point, he's still going to find out. Then it's going to be like, yeah, she might want to have her passport. Yeah, then she might want to have her passport. That's tough.
Oh my gosh. No. That's a really tough one.
That's real tough. That was a good twist on me. That was a good one.
No, that was because when I read it first, I was like, oh shit, well, okay, well, just tell her. But what?
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, she better shut up. I'd be like, okay, go on and cheat then.
She better move. She better go to Europe with the girl, and then call him. And be like, hey, we both over here. We both staying.
I'd be like, hell nah. I'd be like, baby, you're forgiven. I said, let's just keep it moving. .com.
Yeah.
That's a really crazy place to be in because God forbid something happens to any of those kids and they need blood or something.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you know how many like people in the nursing industry, in the medical industry, they quit because they say, like in fraternity places, they say up to 40% of reported cases are not not the father. So that means it could be more. They say 40% or more of the paternity cases come back not the father, and they only find out after somebody needs a kidney or a blood transfusion or whatever. That's tough. Look, I mean, doing it, period, getting a trophy for a period is a hell of a knock. So, obviously, I'm gonna take my hat off to anybody that can hang in there and stay. You have my respect. But man, kids ain't yours.
If the kids ain't yours, that's a whole problem.
That's tough. Can
you imagine?
Especially if you're that kind of father that's really serious about them. Like some dudes don't give a shit, they gone.
Like you, a father like you.
Yeah. Listen, people always go, "Oh, the kid, they look just like their mom." That's fine. They can look like her. If I see personality traits and things like that, I let it ride. But yeah, we already know. Having an extra one that's yours is cool. Having none that's yours, oh yeah, everybody going. Everybody going. I'm taking out everybody except me and the dog.
Okay, so let us know how you really feel.
Yeah. I'm gonna be ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's the fight.
No. That's too loose. You got to have tight arms. Tight arms.
No, and he don't even need to have a gun in his hands if he gonna be doing that dance because he be done shoot himself. JJ said another twist would be if this ninja knew he was sterile and wanted to see what his wife is going to say or do.
Good twist.
Yeah, but this is the thing though, JJ. If he know that he's sterile, would he really let one child bypass, two kids bypass?
How the hell she know you don't know? Come on, B. Like
because she probably know that the kids don't belong to him. Period.
Well, here's what I think he'll find out if he were to ever, I guess, have a paternity test. Look, if you know you're doing it outside your marriage, I don't care if I'm with this person every day. I would still have to know because you got to take that one way or the other. So there would be no question. If I were him, I would be like, listen, I'm not saying I'm not going to do what I have to do, but we're going to go down there and everybody's going to get that swab because otherwise this is going to happen all over again. Now you claiming 3 kids and ain't yours. That's tough, man.
You said 40% out of okay.
At least, no, that's minimum. It could be more, believe it or not. A lot of people that work at those clinics, they end up quitting because they can't handle it when they see like fathers coming in at 60 and 70 years old finding out their children aren't really theirs.
Aww.
Exactly.
No, that would be crazy.
We can't, I mean, women can't lie about what came out of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man,
he may have found out recently because he had to have some tests ran.
Yeah, listen, I don't know where that's coming from, but you need to keep up with that. Going to jail. I know.
I need a backstory to this here in a few, so I'm gonna have to.
But
he just needs to call his wife out. Ooh.
Well, if he might not know yet, Trey. That's what we saying, but if he
He
tells
might
on
not know yet.
himself, boy, if he tells on himself,
Look,
that's
if he happens to read this post or that post on
for sure.
Instagram or somewhere, he gonna be like, huh, that sounds like my story a little bit.
Yeah, homie. Yeah.
Because I told her I was gonna tell her. So
Yeah, homie. Yeah.
anywho, moving right along.
All right, that's messy.
Detroit police have reportedly submitted a warrant request against a mother after her 2 children passed away in a van parked in a casino garage. I don't know what the hell is up with these women. The homeless mother, okay? Let me go back to the beginning of it, okay, since that was just like the initial post. So the mother of 2 children found dead in a Detroit casino's parking lot. Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
Showed up late and with a bunch of noise. Okay, so your mic is doing a whole lot of woo 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 woo.
Oh, geez, that's funny.
I thought,
Nice new
yeah.
mic. Nice new mic. Nice new
Are
mic.
you gonna hold the mic all night? Are you holding it?
Are you gonna caress it?
Anyway,
Sure.
that's not a good sound at all. Sound like you're in
Right.
a tunnel somewhere.
If that was a dude, he would be pissed.
JJ said, "Welcome, CB."
Anyway,
Hi, JJ.
how she was gambling if she homeless?
Anywho, moving right along. The mother of 2 children found dead in a Detroit casino parking structure last month could be facing criminal charges, according to Fox 2 Detroit. Sources confirmed that the Detroit police reportedly have sent a warrant request for charges against. They might really not even find her. Okay, the homeless mother was living inside her van at Detroit's Greektown Casino with her 5 children and family when it was discovered. One of the kids was not breathing. The van had run out of gas and turned off sometime at night, which resulted in freezing temperatures inside the vehicle. As a family member transported the children to the hospital, they received a call that another child was also not breathing. Officials believe that the 2 children, Darnell Jr. and Amila, froze to death, but medical examiners confirmed on Tuesday that the 2 children died from carbon monoxide toxicity. The children's father, Mr. Darnell, spoke out about their passing, stating, "I went to the gym. As soon as I got on the treadmill, she called saying, 'Can I make it to the hospital right now?' They gone," said Darnell. "I was hoping it was a sick joke, but it wasn't." Reports add that the warrant request for Williams will be reviewed and a decision will be made on charges once it's complete. We'll keep you up to date as more information becomes available.
Yo, I got questions. So, okay, here we have. She had no place to go. She repeatedly called for assistance from everyone, and no one helped. I don't know what the deal was with her and baby daddy. It boggles my mind. And again,
he was at the gym.
I don't give a shit about that. Why you got 5 fuck kids? First of all.
Well, maybe some of them don't belong to him. You know.
I'm
you
not
talking about her.
About her.
Let me tell you something. I become homeless with 5 kids. They all going up to the States somewhere. They all if family don't talk about it. I'm calling whoever, child support, whatever. I don't care who will see.
I know obviously, I know she's got to feel terrible, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not trying to judge because again, I don't know her situation. But look, you probably knew you didn't have the means after child number 2, maybe even 3. That means you went 2 beyond. And I'm trying to figure out what was up with dad too. Like, again, was he not the father of all of them, or I'm just trying to figure it out. She asked him to take the kids, and he said he couldn't because he was too far away. I'm assuming is what you were saying, too far away.
Well, he was at the gym. Like she was in the casino gambling, evidently. The car is outside with all the kids in it, and he's at the gym rocking out.
Yeah, she should. Well, shit, she should have been in the car freezing with them. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack here, but
yeah.
And here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. I live in casino.
Crystal, can we do something about the mic? I'm so sorry.
I got it.
Okay.
But it's people that walk around with their children.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get on the floor, but they can walk around with them. You can use the bathroom, use a water fountain. So I'm sorry, I can already tell you she's probably going to get fried because if you leave children somewhere long enough to A, suffer carbon monoxide poisoning and or B, freeze to death, you're in there a long time.
Yes.
So I can't feel bad for who she tried to reach out to and all that.
They have records of her calling and stuff, trying to
I can
get
believe that.
to
I can
shelters
believe that.
and nobody called back, etc.
It
Yeah.
is Detroit. It is Detroit. I can 100% believe that. I can only imagine. But again, take them in there one at a time. Go to the bathroom, get some heat, do some. I don't know. I don't know what it feels like to be in that situation. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
One thing about me is I almost never run out of options, and I feel bad for her in that respect. But damn, like I said, if she'd have stopped at kid 3, I'd have been like, listen, let's do something. It wasn't just her kid, her mother's. What the fuck? Okay.
So let me see. It wasn't just her kids and her mother and siblings living in the vehicle. Also, according to the initial reports, she wasn't gambling. Oh.
Well, damn,
So
Nancy
it
Grace.
wasn't
Right?
just
That's why
her
we got
kids and her mother and siblings living in the car. So her mother's siblings, her kids, and her man. That must be a RV.
Had to be from something. Now here's my next question. Twofold. One, if it's that many able-bodied adults, something's going wrong. None of y'all can't get.
They all smoking crack.
Yeah, something is not right. That many adults, something is not right.
And you can't
tell me you got a mom, a
some kind of
brother, a dog, a baby. Get the hell out of here. And he went to the gym. The cheapest gym membership, $10 a month. Come on, cousin.
They're probably not even together. It can't be. She called him to let him know what was happening because of course she had to.
Listen, hey, you know how they have like on the street reporters.
Let me see. After her kids died, then family felt bad and decided to help. No, her dude wasn't living in the vehicle. See, so yeah.
Yes, it's a lot to this story. Hey,
thank you. That out the gate fucks me up.
Yeah.
You got a dude. You live in a vehicle.
I guarantee you. You know, he was kids 3 and 4 or 1 and 5. I guarantee you they weren't all his because And even still, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to that, but they're in Detroit. So look, get a bunch of gas and drive the fuck out of Detroit is what I would have done first and foremost. Move headquarters.
Yeah, because what would you say that you were doing inside of a casino? Going to pee for 3 hours while the kids died?
Yeah, if she wasn't gambling, again. Maybe she was, maybe she was doing a little work.
Oh, maybe a little. I was about to say that.
Maybe. But still, I'm blaming a lot of the adults in that. I'm blaming a lot. So I don't know. It's still sad. I hate that kids have to suffer. If you'd have told me a couple of adults, I'd have been like, But yeah, 2 kids, I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, no, not at all. Okay.
I
am about to step on your segment a little bit, Roger, because I know that you're into sports. So, but you might not have this one, or you might have it. Anyway, so what are you guys' thoughts about the high school athlete Alayla Everett?
Oh shit.
She's charged with 1 count of assault and battery after video of the track that went viral. So a high school track athlete from IC Norcom High School has been charged with 1 count of assault and battery following a viral incident at a state championship meet in Virginia. The incident captured on the video shows Everett striking competitor Kayleen Tucker in the head with a relay baton during a race, resulting in Tucker suffering concussion and possible fractured skull. That's a hell of a hit and a hell of a baton. But anyway,
right.
She had to hit her hella hard. So Everett maintains that the act was she said that the act was accidental, explaining to Scripps News Norfolk that it was not an intentional assault. However, the viral footage has led to significant online backlash, including harassment and death threats directed at Everett. Portsmouth NAACP and others have defended her, arguing that she is not an attacker and that media portrayals violate her due process rights. Look, let me tell y'all something. No, because if y'all look at that video clearly shows her beating the shit out of that girl while she was running past her.
Listen, that video, boy, she brought thunder with it. Look, I obviously run my fair share of track, and you will get, especially like the middle distance and things like that, 800-meter runners and stuff like that. You'll get those guys bumping and jockeying and stuff like that, elbowing. I've seen people get pushed out of bounds. I've seen it get rough. But if you watch the video, I'm sure George is going to grab it. If you watch, she wound up, and it looked, she's coming through, and then she came over the top. She cleaned her.
Yes.
Now, I watched the video, of the girl who did the hitting of her dad, and he did what he was supposed to. He more or less defended her and was like, "Oh, looked accidental, blah blah blah." Here's the difference: Roger would have jumped out the movie stands, and it had been a whole lot more assault charges. That's all I know. That's all I know.
You already know. George got it lit up. Let's go, babe.
Senior Alayla Everett has been charged with the misdemeanor of assault and battery out of Lynchburg. Now, I spoke with Everett's father, who told me his family is going to fight this to help clear their daughter's name. The Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney confirmed on Wednesday that Everett was charged for her role in the incident in Lynchburg, where she is seen hitting another runner, Kaylin Tucker, in the head with a baton. Yeah. Earlier this week, I spoke with Everett and her dad. She said what is seen in the video was an accident. Everett said she lost her balance because the runner did not provide herself enough distance to cut into the inside lane of the track during the race. Everett says the hit was not intentional, but she's received backlash online, including death threats. We spoke to Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney Bethany Harrison, who explained the outcome for Everett if she's found guilty in juvenile court.
The court has many what we call dispositional options available to it, many things the court can order to help in that goal of rehabilitation. It could be community service, it could be time in detention, and a lot of things in between, like counseling services of that nature.
The Portsmouth NAACP is reacting to the charge. I'll tell you what they had to say at 5. I'm Danielle Seda, WTKR News 3.
I'm just here to tell you. We'd all gotten banned for life. That's all I know. No more track. No more track Virginia for me and mine. I promise you that one. I mean, she wound up and clipped her nicely. Listen,
yes.
I'm telling you, no more. Hey, we'd have just declared for something after her kids. That's
JJ is not done with it. She should be shot with assault. Yes, of course. No, that's okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Listen, eye for an eye. She assault, I assault. We all do it.
She did hit her more than once too, for real.
Hear the thing, Trey. The funny thing about it, homie, is she probably won't go to jail. I mean, she really probably won't. The attorney was already talking about all kind of crap, fucking detention, ISS. What, you got to clean erasers or something? Listen, I know me. That kid, your life's a nightmare. You concuss my kid, Look, everybody got to have a lump on their head. Everybody on that fucking track team getting the Flintstone from my ass. Because what you ain't gonna do, is sleep easy after that.
No,
I know. I ain't quite saved. He ain't through with me yet.
Alrighty, well, moving right along. I hope they can work that shit out, because I'm telling you now.
Always violence, y'all. Always.
Your little running career is gonna be, honey, at a little halt, because I'm telling you now. Yeah. You try running anymore, they're gonna be like, we remember you. That incident is gonna follow her for the rest of her life. She's gonna always be remembered for that chick on a track that pulled the baton on somebody.
Can't run with a broken leg.
Yeah, she better go be an astronaut or some shit.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of baton they had that did that much damage.
Right. Batons really aren't that.
That's a police baton, damn it.
They weigh a couple ounces. I mean, I'm just saying.
I ain't sticking that mug. She had a billy club. Damn.
No, that's the thing about it, is that them little chicks be real strong as hell. So she just
ain't that. But those things are light. She just wound up though. She just caught her knife with that little aluminum thing. Back out.
Yes. Trey said she's done with running.
How you go accident in? I mean, my girl came from West Jesus on her.
Yes, right. Man. Over the head.
Listen, I'd have been out there staying so fast.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, you would have still been in third place. So
boy, listen.
At least that's how it looked. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it moving. There's another angle to that video that slows the rest of the hits. That shows the rest of the hits. Damn, no.
She riding Kinged her. Damn.
Yeah, no, she got hit about 3 good times, 3 solid ass times. Like, don't do that, mama. Anywho, moving right along. So, former En Vogue member Dawn Robinson reveals that she's been living in her car for 3 years. Mama, are you in Georgia? Like, what's going on? I got a whole room.
What was up with that? Dawn used to be my one too.
Yeah, so let me read the story. In a recent vlog posted to her YouTube channel, Dawn revealed that after living with her parents in 2020, she decided to relocate back to Los Angeles at the request of her then co-manager, who promised to make room for her until she secured her own place. Expressing her love for the West Coast city, Dawn happily accepted the offer. However, upon arrival, she found herself staying in a hotel for months because the co-manager actually didn't have room for her. After struggling to work with him, quote unquote, describing the process of securing an apartment as frustrating, Dawn revealed she began searching the van and car life community and realized it was a lifestyle she could embrace. So then don't make it sound like you're homeless. Anyway, fast forward to today. Dawn, who left En Vogue in 1997 after co-founding the group and has since pursued a solo career acting on reality TV, she has been living in her car for 3 years now and feels at peace with her decision.
I wonder if somebody was going to like out her, so she decided to go public first.
I believe that was the case because nobody knew about it.
Yeah, because why else would you do that? I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I get it. The way shit's going, listen, I entertain the RV living. I'm like, listen, I like to travel shit. The way in LA in particular, come on. But honestly, that happens to so many people. They come from wherever, go to LA, think they're going to make it. I've actually known people personally that went out there and they were like, yeah, I saved up 10 grand. I'm like, you'll be home in 3 months.
Yeah. Look, I was out there with a whole damn team. We spent over $90,000 in 1 year, and we stayed at a hotel.
And y'all probably got off easily with the whole team. But you understand? I mean, if you don't have a lot, that's why everybody that goes out there, if you listen to anybody famous, Jamie Foxx, Neo, Soulja Boy, everybody slept on someone's couch. I guarantee you. Drake did it. Kanye. Anybody who went out there had to sleep on someone else's couch for like 6 months, a year before they got their record deal, their movie. I think if I'm not mistaken.
Look at Leonardo DiCaprio and Ben Affleck, and I forgot who else it was. It was 3 of them. Matt they all. That's what they did.
Yeah, but everybody does it. I mean, you have to. Everything is so expensive. First of all, no one person can pay for it. Like, it takes 3 or 4 people working. They always say, hey, I'm an actor. They go, what restaurant? That's the running joke. I'm an actor. What restaurant? Because you have to do that until you make it. So, I mean, I believe it. I mean, my heart goes out to her. If that's not what she wants, if she's okay with it, fine. But I think somebody like spotted her and was going to out her. So
yeah. And the thing about it is that, she goes out there with the co-manager who is a guy.
You know the deal. You know the drill.
It's like, am I gonna get some? Oh, I ain't gonna get none. Oops, I don't have room anymore. I hope that wasn't the case because I love Dawn. She's amazing.
Look, it just is what it is. I mean,
it had to be a situation like that. So I'm glad that she didn't like. Okay, because then you would have been telling the story. You would have been under P. Diddy.
I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I'm just saying.
Well, if she has peace in where she's at, because I was on the thread earlier, like, look, I got an extra room in the house. Like, at the end of the day, we could talk cost. You know what I'm saying? Like, she one of the sisters, man. You can't leave her out there like that. Anyway, moving right along. Cash, no. That's what I'm saying. And she probably wasn't. I mean, if she's living out of her little situation, she has to be buying food and gas.
Maybe she did, maybe she didn't for long. Who knows? But all I know is Dawn was a sexy one back in the day. When I was a legal teenager, Dawn was all the men. Yeah. Anyway,
moving right along while you just had your little moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So ICE has gone full with a whole lot. Okay. ICE made a hell of a lot of arrests since Trump got in. Maybe this is a good reason why my sister is over there on a little timeout. So ICE arrested 32,000 migrants in the first 50 days of Trump's mass deportation raids. It says 70% are facing charges of convictions. Officials said Wednesday detention centers are at capacity with 14,000 convicted criminals, 10,000 awaiting charges, and 8,700 without U.S. records. Just the start, said the acting ICE director, Todd Lyons. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because this is, and I'm going to just say my thought first, because at the end of the day, if you got a bunch of convicted criminals, 14,000 is a lot.
A lot.
You know, so at the end of the day, it's like, look, they're just cleaning the streets. I mean, you know, if you've got papers to be here, then you come back here. But if you don't, then adios.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's how I feel, to be honest. It's the shit, you know, the you didn't put the damn cart before the horse with all of this, because it's a runaway train. But I agree. Unfortunately, yeah, you have to start somewhere. And people go, well, how many of them are criminals and really do anything? And then there are good people in the country. I'm not saying they're not. What I am saying is you can't go anywhere else on earth and just take up residence and just be. They're going to know where you come from, who you are. And so look at that. I've been to several. We've all probably traveled a little bit. I guarantee you can't pick up shop and go anywhere. Go to Europe. You can't go to Costa Rica. You can't go anywhere and just be there.
Right.
And not go home without them riding down on you. So yeah, maybe we have made it a little too easy, because a lot of people look at that cheap labor and it makes their family rich, but it hurts, you know, the people around them, because again, you can't even say who robbed you or who hurt you or who raped your child. So unfortunately, you know, I kind of have to fall in league with it. You've got to start somewhere, and it's not going to be fun for people that have friends and relatives. But like you said, if you do it the right way, hey, bring me everybody. Come on in. That's what America's about. Bring me your tired, bring me your poor, bring me your blah, blah, blah. Come the right way, though. You know, come the right way.
Yeah.
Because if something happened to one of my kids by somebody that nobody could find a hold of, I would be furious. Think about it, you know. But damn, that's a lot.
True that. No, that's a lot. They really like went on a really like a wipe down type situation. The only thing that I don't really care for is the kids that suffer as a result of the separation of parents and all that stuff. And you know, this is the thing, little Latino kids, I don't know what it is about them, but they be so stuck on their mommies and daddies. Like they're like, that's my life. And then all of a sudden, you know, and it's like, then what do they do with the kids that are born here? Like,
and that's another question. They then go, okay, do you put them in the custody of the state, or do you send them back with their parents? So see, there's this huge divide, and there's a no-win situation, to be honest, but it's got to be done. Sorry, I mean, you got to purge.
Right, because if you have to send these parents that don't have U.S. documents back, do you allow them the opportunity to get their babies and take them back with them so they can go through the proper channel? If that.
They can be a citizen, and then if you go, hey, they can stay with a relative, but again, you're splitting up a family, and that's creating a whole different type of trauma. But they should at least have the option: take them with you, or they can stay here with someone else who's naturalized. That's what I think.
Yeah,
it's tough. Yeah.
Anyway, well, moving right along. It's a lot of stuff that's happening out there in Mexico, and so 9 students were found dismembered by side of Mexico highway after disappearing on vacation. The bodies of 9 students who went missing on vacation in southern Mexico last month have been found dismembered by the side of the local highway with a bag of hands nearby.
Damn.
And I'm gonna go a little into it because I kind of like saw the little thing on Instagram, and then I had to go deeper into social media. I had to go into the news. So 9 bodies included several who were dismembered and believed to be missing students allegedly vacationing in Mexico were reportedly found along the highway.
Jeez.
Their remains were covered by blood-stained tarp inside and around an abandoned car, according to El Financiero, a local publication. Of course, 8 pairs of hands were discovered Sunday and a bag near the scene. The publication identified them as 4 women and 5 men between the ages of 19 and 30, saying they were originally from Tlaxcala. The grim discovery was made in San Jose, Mayotian, state of Puebla. These are like, look at with the names. Okay, I'm Spanish.
Right.
Anywho, I'm gonna keep it moving.com because they know what I'm talking about if they listening. I'm Puerto Rican, me not Mexican, okay? And these things are Mexico, I'd add. While the deaths are shrouded in mystery, the Daily Mail reported that Jose El Hocha Lavarige, these are names, honey, who the media outlet described as an inspiring mayor turned gang leader, committed a cardinal sin in the Mexican criminal world that led to the murders.
Yeah,
they died as a result of somebody doing something.
Yeah, that cartel shit is real. Do not piss
So
off
the Daily Mail said that this guy Lavarige was also found dead. Citing an unnamed source, the media outlet said that Lavariga, or whatever his name is, recruited the students to commit a wave of muggings and thefts. But his plan reportedly backfired as a gang that operates in Oaxaca felt Lavarige overstepped their line on rival turf, the media outlet noted. And that's where I'm about to stop.
They serious about that shit over there, man.
Honey, let me tell you something. You can't go over there playing no games. You got all these little U.S. students talking about, I'm coming to make that money.
Nah, you think the government runs it, but the cartels and the gangs do. They really do. The thing is, if you don't get off the beaten path or cross anybody, you're cool. I mean, the truth is, they want tourist dollars and things like that. But you just can't be wandering your goofy ass somewhere you shouldn't be, trying to, not be a tourist. That's how people get gone. So, for real. Damn.
Not good. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep it moving. So, in 1915, a woman was late to her sister's funeral. When she arrived, she demanded that her sister be let out of the coffin so that she could see her one last time. Upon opening the coffin, the then reportedly woman who everyone thought had passed away sat up and smiled. She lived for another 47 years.
Nah, cut that shit out.
It's a real deal. A South Carolina woman was pronounced dead in 1915 after suffering an epileptic seizure. Her funeral proceeded as planned, but when her sister arrived late and requested to see her one last time, the coffin was exhumed and opened. To everyone's astonishment, Essie reportedly sat up and smiled, revealing that she had been mistakenly declared dead. She went on to live for another 47 years, eventually passed away in 1962.
1915, I guess I can believe that because they did a bunch of goofy country ass shit back then. But
yeah, and in South Carolina, you already know. First of all,
right,
ain't nobody cared. They were like,
imagine now. Was she buried, or were they like in the process of burying her? Because exhumation is like,
well, if she was buried, the coffin wouldn't look this clean and nice. So I think they had just put her in. And she got there like, hey, hold on a minute. That's my sister. Open it up.
Right.
And she come on talking about deuces.
Right. She's like, hey, what's everybody doing around here? I sure am hungry. That kind of goofy shit.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So anywho, my last 411 is the CIA agent that confessed on his deathbed that he was the one who killed Bob Marley.
Oh, is that right?
The word is actually out. Most of the victims were political activists, journalists, and union leaders, but he also confessed to assassinating a few scientists, medical researchers, artists, and musicians. Bob Marley definitely was one of them because he was a serious threat to the global status quo and to the hidden power brokers implementing their plan for a new world order. So, he was really, really like, a real influence back then.
Bob,
you already
know. Was a mover, Bob. I mean, the fact that guy had as many people, captivated and willing to kind of follow. That's scary power, and that's the kind of power a lot of people don't want people of color to have. So that it makes sense though, which I think like that about anybody of influence, because that whole bullshit about he was kicking a soccer ball and he got cancer in his big toe. Fuck you. Like,
he had an entire movement. So it was like
Bob was powerful. So wow, that's crazy. I hate that people confess when they're dying. I'd like to torture them.
Yeah. Like you all the way. Like I got 2 days left.
I did it.
Let me say. Yeah, they should take their ass and throw their ass in prison in the last freaking days. They just put them in there. Take them over to the prison right quick.
Torture. I'm here
and let them finish in it. And anyway. So that is it for my 411, guys. Anybody got 411?
G, you got anything?
Negative.
Okay, I really only got like one kind of 411 thing. Well, and then I have a lot of like, does this make me a dick? Believe it or not, y'all ready for that? I got a lot of that. But
So let's, yeah, it says sure. Go ahead with your 411 ending. Go ahead.
I want to take one moment to, unfortunately, I have some kind of messed up news. A young lady died recently. She was a YouTube influencer, pretty popular. And she passed away in Mexico. The word is, I believe, she had either an asthma attack or something happened in her sleep. She was very, up and coming comedian, blah, blah, blah. She's from Kansas City. So, young lady named Alicia Burney. Didn't know her. I don't know her brother. I know who they are because friends with their mother. Pretty good friends, actually. So it's really kind of a sad thing. It clearly is a big to do because like I saw it was in news. I was on a Mexican website and things like that. This young lady was really blowing up. I mean, I've been, her mother and I are friends, so we follow each other, and she's been posting stuff since this little girl was in high school, and she passed away one day before her 25th birthday. So yeah, it was not, so when I woke up and kind of saw it posted, the brother, he called, I guess TMZ called him and other people called. So he was kind of confirming and saying, hey, give us a little bit of time because everybody's with their conspiracies and, oh, they were in Mexico and similar shit like that. This must have happened and blah, blah, blah. So is she for real right now? So anyway, real bad news. I feel horrible, but anyway, my girl, I'm thinking about her and stuff like that. So, that anyway, that was, I just didn't want that to go, to pass, without me saying something. Cause again, she was really on her way. I've seen some of her stuff. She's pretty funny. She's done some stand-ups and some open mics and things like that. And she had a really big following. I didn't realize, it's crazy. A lot of people, talked about her. She was my favorite comedian. I loved her, blah, blah, blah. So it breaks my heart because again, her children.
Asthma.
That's
asthma is not look, let me tell you guys something. I have asthma and mine is induced by the weather. If I walk too hard, if I do too much working out, too much anything with and it will come out of nowhere. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I do not take breathing for granted because when that bad boy hits, you are wishing to be outside in the world where you can breathe. Like it's not a joke, man.
Yeah, people don't really. Yeah, you don't miss your air till it's cut off. It just hurts because we all have kids in that age range, and no parent wants to ever bury their child.
Look,
especially,
I have these everywhere.
That's crazy. Asthma used to be like an 80s thing. Like back in the 80s, everybody had asthma, and that you don't hear about it a whole lot. So
yeah, but I definitely walk with it, and I haven't had an incident in a long time. As a matter of fact, this little bad boy might even be expired, but it probably is. But I don't mess with it. I just don't mess with not being able to reach because this is the lifeline, honey. You don't have that bad boy, and you're in a position where you're in traffic or some shit.
And all that shit like that, the Buterol and all that. Whatnot.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sure things will come out in coming days, but I know they want. They want to be left alone for a while and all that. It messes with me because again, young, the world was her oyster, blah, blah, blah. And her brother was with her. So at least, but I can only imagine if you're close to your siblings and things like that, I understand the feeling. I understand the feeling of almost losing one, just like you do.
Right.
We both know that. So that shit is tough. So I just wanted to put that out there because again, Kansas City native, gone too soon. So
yes, our condolences. Definitely.
Yeah, to Miss Bernie, little Miss Bernie. She's about to be 25. But anyway, George, you want to go first, or you want me to hit my segment? Cause I'm gonna be an asshole today. I mean, like that's anything different. But I got a few things I got to.
Well, what? Just don't be an asshole before you just finished the whole little dun, 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 and then you want to be an asshole. Don't do that. So let George go.
That's how. Whatever happened to chivalry? When did it all break down? Seems like everyone's selling their bullshit in this town. Whatever happened to loyalty? Nobody's got your back. Is it your friends or is it your enemies on the attack? Everybody
Welcome to Does This Make Me a Dick with Roger Hawkins.
Hi.
Look, and it's how you have it spinning like dun da da da.
How's everybody doing?
Lord.
Yeah. I don't like the term dick. I prefer the term dangus. Don't be a dangus.
What the hell? Okay.
Don't worry about it. All right, listen. I've been sitting on a couple of these I just want to talk about. One. So I'm gonna start with the obvious. So there was a video of a man that was helping a shark that had kind of beached itself. So he was, doing what they do, and you know who I mean when I say they. He was helping it get back into the water, dragging it in. It went in far enough, swooped back around, and killed and ate his ass. Fantastic. Oh, I thought it was fantastic.
Roger,
what?
I think I saw that video, right? And I didn't know what happened after he went in with the shark.
He didn't come the fuck back out.
Oh, then it cut. The way it cut, you couldn't tell. Like, what in the hell happened?
They cut because you heard this nigga getting murdered. So by a shark. I mean, listen, God's will has been done. That's what happens to some people, that you won't help homeless, you won't help people that don't look like you, but you'll help one of the most deadly predators in the ocean. You know what? He piss on you. You know what? I'm sure his kids are like, he was gonna get picked off eventually. Our father was an idiot, if he even had children. Right. So there's that. I mean, I don't know if it makes me a dick or not, but Jesus, how stupid can you be? Yeah.
George, you got something to say? Oh Lord. He got the words. He might have to put on an extra disclaimer.
I'm actually looking at this video and trying to see if this is the one he was talking about.
Was it by a pier? He was kind of like dragging it out there, and then it kind of cut, because I think right when it cuts is when that shit swooped around.
Yeah, I decided to eat his ass up. But it's funny because he was really kind of like, okay, I'm getting it from the sand back into the water, but you don't go up in the water with it. That's it, right? That's
but you know who he wouldn't have helped if he'd have seen drowning? My black ass. So you know what? I might not have bit him, maybe.
That's right. That's it right there.
The kids put out a line, just were fishing, and then they ended up hooking it on the boat ramp.
Right, and it looked like yellow.
I do some pretty out there stuff. My dad thought I'd never come back from there. He definitely thought I'd be eaten.
It ain't really small either.
That's the part right there. And then, that was it. Oh. That was it. Then there was a cutoff. And I never knew.
That can't be the one, because
that was
that's him talking. It didn't kill him.
I wish it would have. I know it attacked him though.
Because that was him on that's his post.
Listen,
oh wow.
I just, you know what? I think stupid should be punished. Do stupid shit, win stupid prizes. But anyway, like I said, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I saw that and I didn't get the end, so I don't. Okay, I know you got some more. Go ahead.
One more. I got another one. So, there was a woman who was killed by her neighbors because she kept and tortured her teenage son, I think it was. And she kept him like in a pigeon coop or something like that. And so I guess the neighborhood got fed up, street justice, they smoked her. My thought is, whoever's the trigger man, listen, give me your address. I might send you a little care package. I might put something on your books, because it's been a lot. I'm not being funny. There's been a lot of stories lately of these crazy, off their rocker, ain't shit mothers doing wild shit to their kids. I mean, all kind of, I drown all five of them, do like just snapping. And I'm so sick of this weak, emotionally unintelligent, unable to handle shit. Get a grip. I'm sorry. Back in the day, I know people get a grip. So anyway, they smoked her. And do I feel like, hey, listen, Your Honor, supposedly the people are on the lam or the person or whatever. And at the time I read it, nobody could find them. So I don't think anybody's gonna turn them in. And you know what? Like I said, if they ever do get caught, call me. I got your care package on me because that's some cold shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you know what? Hey, do I think that should be a pardon? Yes, I do. I'm good with that. Oh, now here's one. I don't know. What do you think about this whole Wendy Williams situation? I mean, they got her.
Oh,
They
yes,
got her in
with
the
her
crazy
niece.
house. Have you seen that trying to say Wendy where Harvey from TMZ is talking to her on the phone and she's crying and at the window and shit like a prisoner of war? Like, I mean,
Oh
she's legit locked up. Like, I guess she's cognitively going. She's going crazy.
no.
And so, I mean, she's been kind of out there for a while. My whole thing is Wendy has been such a cancer for so long to people.
Yes.
I can't feel bad. Yeah, fuck her. Absolutely. Because
Yeah,
and I mean
that's
that
what's happening. That's what's happening.
I mean, I'm not even a karma person. I don't say it. I don't believe in it. But for those of y'all that believe in that, look, there's your
Right.
proof. She's getting, I mean, her life is trash now. She's in bad shape. She can't go anywhere. She can't leave the place. Supposedly her niece is going to get charged with kidnapping for taking her out to dinner or whatever. But it's called saving Wendy Williams or some shit like that, and it's a whole thing. But I watched a little bit of it and just laughed. Just laughed. Wendy's been a nuisance since like the radio days in the late 80s, early 90s. So, you know what? Piss on her. I don't feel bad at all. I really don't. She's done way more harm than good. So I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I want to say that I saw something earlier about, I thought it was about her niece. I think her niece had taken her out, and now this hospital where she's at is like looking to press charges on the niece for taking her out, like kidnapping charges or some nonsense or the other.
Because she's not supposed to leave. Whoever her caregiver is, nobody even knows who this idiot is. Her caregiver is just some rando who doesn't talk to her, doesn't let her do anything, I mean, she's just kind of locked down. And it's not even a relative. It's a really weird thing. But you know, in the industry, you have a handler one way or the other. They'll give you a handler. So anyway, yeah, her life is full circle. Her shit's trash right now. It really is.
Right.
Oh well. Okay. Can't feel bad, dog. Can't feel bad because she's done some foul shit. She really has.
George got the scoop. Hold on.
What you got, G?
Let go.
Wendy Williams, a lot's been going on here. So she was just hospitalized after allegedly dropping a note reading "Help Wendy" from her assisted living facility window during a welfare check. So she's been under this legal guardianship, and she's claiming that, you know, this person is really treating her poorly. She went into the hospital. They took her to the hospital, and she passed the psych test. Everything is fine. It assesses your capability of certain things, and do you remember certain things? They ask you a lot of questions, and she passed it. So I don't know what's going to happen next, but I guess we go from there and we see. But a lot's going on for poor Wendy, man.
It almost seems like a weird screenplay, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah. It totally does.
Look, you know what? Are the right people in there checking her out?
I don't think, in my opinion, no. But that's from what we're reading and from what we see, it doesn't seem like they're doing the right thing for her. It really doesn't.
Let me tell you, with our history with Wendy Williams, she was always very kind to us, always very open. She was very cool. And if she had a couple of bumps in the road, okay, don't we all? You know, I hope she's being treated fairly. That's all.
And you remember, she was my idol for how many years? I loved her.
Still is.
And then when we met her, she was, like you said, the nicest person.
She's the nicest person. Yeah. She really is.
More fool them. Nah, she pissed off the wrong people. She pissed off the wrong people, and now they're gonna shut her down. Okay, couple more. One. This is old, but we haven't been here for a while. So Tia Mowry and Corey Hardrick are back together. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think Corey's a bitch.
Crickets.
I understand wanting to see your kids, but after the way she drug him and did what she did, you're not gonna go out there, pick up a few stray dicks, and then come back and be like, "It's lonely out there and cold. I want to come home." Nah, bruh, nah. I'm sorry, he lost point. I get wanting to save your family. I don't get taking. That's like if you have a car, drive it for 7 years, another motherfucker buys it, drives the shit out of it for the summer, and then sells it back to you for more than you sold it for. That's
right.
how,
Damn.
no,
George got something. Bring it up, George. Let's go.
no, no.
And oh Lord, they go get
inside of me, and we've been together since Tia and sister. I really didn't mean to hurt him, but I needed some time to scratch this cat. But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad now that I wanna come home.
Oh my God.
Nothing out in these streets but houses in Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
Child, they said she done went home. They said she done went house.
Oh my God, that was painful but funny and true. Painful but true. Oh man. I read
Tasha
that.
needs to stick to the day job.
I was so mad at him. I ain't even gonna front. I was so mad at him. I ain't even gonna front. I could have dealt with the first situation Mimi read about better than that shit. You drug my man through the mud, talk shit, ran him through, and then you got ran through, and now you want, man. We don't know each other. We ain't fucking no more. We ain't talking no more. No. Ugh. I'm so disappointed.
Let's chat, friends. So Tia Mowry is reportedly working things out with ex-husband Corey Hardrick after she filed for divorce back in 2022, and their divorce was finalized in April of 2023. Now, throughout that whole experience, Corey Hardrick kept it cool. He spoke good about Tia, never spoke bad about her, and Tia was doing her own thing. She was living her best life. She was definitely promoting self-love and self-care, and she was all about herself. We as the public still don't know why and what was the reason behind the divorce, but it seems like things might be working out for them, and who knows, this divorce might be a blessing in disguise because they are reportedly getting back together. Some people have mixed feelings about this, but let me know in the comments what you all are thinking.
My shit ain't mixed. My shit ain't never been mixed. No goddamn.
I can't write in time.
100% over here. I'm so mad at that nigga. I can't see straight. Did you hear how politically correct and diplomatic she was? She was living her best life. It was all about her. See, whore. She needed her whore summers, plural, and then she wanted to come. Man, Corey, you better than me. That's like taking a hey, yep. Listen, some people don't mind eating sloppy, nasty crackers after the baby done had them. I can't fuck with it. That's how I feel about Tia. If I was Corey, I'd be, oh no. there'll be none of this.
Stevie got something to say. Say it. Say it. I see you over there brewing. You over there brewing like coffee. Say it. No, you good? Okay. Okay.
Fugger. You're a dangus. All right.
Well, just because a woman divorces a man does not mean that she's out here being a whore, first of all. Second of all, they were divorced, meaning that she was free to do what she wants and he was free to sow his royal oats, whatever they both did. So they decided that they wanted to try again, maybe for the sake of the kids. Who knows? Usually that's how it happens, is they think about the children and they want their family back. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just because she was out here doing her doesn't mean she was doing everybody. So
what does doing her mean? What does doing her mean?
Well, doing her, like when I say I'm doing me is doing things that make me happy. If I want to go out with my friends, I go out with my friends. If I want to drive from Phoenix to Vegas, I will drive from Phoenix to Vegas because I'm not beholden to any man telling me where I have to be or, what I'm asking me what I'm doing and all that. When you're not with somebody, you are free to do whatever you want. Free to do me, just like she was free to do her.
So are you saying she couldn't have done any of that with him? She couldn't have gone out with her friends or
There were reasons why the marriage fell apart in the beginning. Communication was a big thing. But also jealousy because one was more successful than the other, and they had to go through that as well.
Good point, and that's a great point. And I think the funny thing about it is, once they got divorced, his star power went up. Hers did not.
So that's my thing. My thing is, did he not know that she had a whole show and she had all this stuff
He
going
knew
on?
who she was. He knew who she was. They got together after working together. He knew who she was. That wasn't the issue. His star power, his star meter actually went up though after the divorce.
Of course.
So here's my thing. I'm not disagreeing with CB. You're right. Do your thing.
Right.
The reason I'm saying I couldn't be Corey is because she could go do her thing, but you can't come back. There's no revolving door. See, once you're out, you're out. That's all I'm saying. Because here's the deal. She realized it's tough out there. And it wasn't no fucking upgrades. She thought she had more value than she did. Ain't nobody taking on her, the kids, her drama, her age, and all that shit. It's just the truth. No fucking billionaire. She ain't gonna pull at least the Hardrick. I mean the Mysick.
But sometimes when you're away from someone, you don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Agreed.
And maybe she had that new regenerated appreciation for him and vice versa.
Okay.
Maybe they both needed time apart to realize that they were better together.
Honestly, hun, you know what? I really hope that was the real truth of it. I'm not even being funny. I hope that was the best part if they realized that. Do I believe it? Just me being me? No, I'm a cynic. I'm jaded. Do I believe that she didn't go out there and realize after, a couple of notches that, damn, my body count went up. Nothing came from it. I ain't getting no proposals. She did all. And the thing is, what makes me mad, not even that. You tried to get more clout and pull by talking shit and going public, again, trying to keep your star meter up. That's the biggest problem I have. I don't care about anything else. You're right. She can do her. He did him. They both do you. But the fact that she wasn't mature or professional about the whole thing is where she lost my respect. So there would not be a time two for Roger. Not with that.
But when a woman is bitter, she does not give a fuck what anybody cares, what anybody thinks. She just doesn't. And then in those moments, you help other women who could be going through the same thing. Sometimes you just need to vent. She chose to vent in public.
Let me tell you the truest phrase ever. Single women keep other women single. It's the truth. That bitter shit. How many people got mamas and grandmas right now pissed off at home, babysitting kids and cats because they're bitter? Yeah. You either go to counseling, grow the fuck up, or get over it. Or you're going to be unhappy every time you see another happy couple. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But if you're going to stand on whatever bitter principle you have, in the words of the Godfather, buy a cat, die alone. That shit, that's old hat. Like, how many of our mothers and grandmothers had to go through that? It's a different day and age. And I mean, it's kind of going to get into our subject a little bit tonight. So we're already kind of starting. But I'm just throwing it out there that, yeah, I think she did do that. Oh, I'm angry and all that. I understand that. The same, any of us could go through that. The only way back in is if you don't go broadcasting and saying, because once you put the laundry out in the street, everybody sees your drawers. Now, I got to discard that and go shopping again. We're not washing that and wearing that again. Not the boy, not the kid. I'm not doing it. So you get one shot at that. And I understand everybody does wrong. We do wrong, they do wrong. I'm not saying that he's a saint. So don't make that mistake. But no, for real. Can we? Two things. One, I want to put a pin in that because I think we might get back to that similarly with the actual subject. I can do my sports and fitness or not. G, do you have your use? Okay, because I don't want to get beat up because everybody wants to hear George's shit. So let me shut up. JJ will fuck me up. Don't give it to me. Because I know you've been waiting. Y'all think I'm almost out. I got one more, fuckers.
Worth this information in 90 seconds or less. The characters Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street were named after Bert the cop and Ernie the tax driver in Frank Sinatra's It's a Wonderful Life. A goldfish has a memory span of 3 seconds. A dime has 118 ridges around the edge. It's impossible to sneeze with your eyes open. A giant squid has the largest eyes in the world. In England, the Speaker of the House is not allowed to speak. The microwave was invented after a researcher walked by a radar tube and the chocolate bar melted in his pocket. Mr. Rogers was an ordained minister. Really? The average person falls asleep in 7 seconds. There are 336 dimples on the regulation golf ball. Stewardesses is the longest word that is typed with only the left hand. A rat can last longer without water than a camel. And there you have it. Worthless information in 90 seconds or less.
I learned a couple things. I'm digging it. Didn't know about the rat. Didn't know about the Speaker of the House. That one kind of got me. And right. I don't think I knew Mr. Rogers was a Marine. I didn't know he was an ordained minister. So see?
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
You got me with a couple, G. I fucks with it. I like it.
George.
That was cool.
Frank Sinatra did not have It's a Wonderful Life. It was Frank Capra.
Capra. Who? We knew Sinatra. We didn't know Capra. I was up. All right.
It's a movie thing. I'm sorry. I had to be accurate. So.
Okay. Well, if you ain't got a movie, then you don't be talking. Don't be bragging, talking shit. What's up?
Oh, God. You got movies. You got movies, sis. Tell him you got one movie. Damn it. Shut him up.
Hey, she came with her chest and like, hey, for you rookies that don't know, this is she fronted us.
Ha ha ha. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Sure, I can talk about the movie The Monkey.
Let's go, JJ. I just say you're a dick.
Now, let's check out the movie with Crystal C.B. Booker.
So the film I'm going to talk about is The Monkey. It is a horror film. And yeah, that's about all I can say about that. It's about a monkey who likes to kill people. And it's not like, your monkey from nature like Cheetah. No, this is your toy monkey who, when he beats the drum, somebody's going to die. But you can't determine who it's going to be, and you can't request it to kill anyone in particular. Because if you do, then something bad always happens. So that's basically the synopsis of The Monkey.
So it's like a Chucky type movie, like?
No.
It
Chucky
sounds like
was entertaining. Chucky told you you're gonna die. I like films like with
and then you did.
Krueger when he first burst on the scene, and he
Right.
told, "I'm gonna slice you like a watermelon. I'm gonna knock you up like a cantaloupe or whatever. I mean, I'm gonna gut you." This is Freddy Krueger. Like for the longest time, we were stuck with Michael Myers, who said nothing. Then Jason again saying nothing. And then when Freddy came, it was so refreshing. It was like, oh my God, he talks. He tells you he's gonna kill you. That's like what a concept. And it worked, which is why the franchise has lasted as
No,
long
now
as.
you have a friggin' monkey.
Yeah, now you have a monkey, and we pray God that there is no sequel because
And
there's
it
no reason for a sequel.
and it sounds like that was written based off of or probably spawned from the monkey's paw.
Yeah, it was based off of Stephen King, a short story by Stephen King.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, and I was really surprised because the way, I mean, the story itself was good, and there were so many things they could have done with the film, but didn't. And it was just kind of this after you watch it, you just look at whoever you're with and you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, seriously, that is what came to mind. I am, I wish we'd have waited to watch it when it was streaming for free on one of these streaming services instead of paying over $20 to watch a movie that, yeah, it just left you with more questions. Like it never talked about the origin of the monkey, how the monkey became the monkey, if it was possessed with a demon or
From two other monkeys.
yeah, you just you don't know. So it was
One.
it was interesting to say the least. Out of 5 popcorn bags, I'm gonna have to give the monkey a 2.
But
you talking that you talk about it like you about to give it a 10. Like, okay, you know what? This is a monkey movie.
Right.
And you're like, 2. Damn it. Okay.
No, yeah, I would definitely have to give it a 2 for sure. Yeah, a 2.
Where is it on? Tubi or the theaters or what?
Is at the theater.
That movie made it to the theaters and you gave it a 2?
Oh, most definitely. It opened in the theaters. It had a great opening weekend. Didn't
What's the
have a
name of it?
second
What's the
opening
name of it?
weekend. The Monkey.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
Now
it
I
had
gotta
a-
go check it out.
Yeah, it had a great opening weekend. It just will not have a second opening weekend or a third opening weekend because I can't see anybody going back and actually sitting through that again. I
Damn, JJ.
I cannot see it. I can't see it.
The hell is Trey talking about?
King Kong, the monkey. Yeah, that was more interesting. King Kong was good.
I thought we were the only ones drinking.
King Kong was dope.
King Kong was good. It was gangster like the last 40 minutes of it.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Seriously, it was.
Shit on me.
And there's a film that I also watched that was nominated for an Oscar. I can't remember the name of it that we watched.
Oh God.
Seriously.
Oh wow. So it doesn't have a name, guys. Time out.
It was good though.
How are you gonna be forgetful on a film that was good? You don't know the name of it, and now you Where's that? What's that?
Oh, you put Jeopardy shit.
Right. That's it, man.
It was nominated for an Oscar. It was good. Oh,
Wait,
it was
on
called
you.
The Substance with Demi Moore.
Thank you, George.
It was called The Substance with Demi Moore.
There you go. See, look at you.
It was good. In my opinion, Demi should have won the Oscar. She really did her thing in this film. And the synopsis of the film is about just chasing youth, trying to be young. But then it also kind of shines the spotlight on Hollywood. Like after an actress becomes like in her 40s, for example, there aren't a whole lot of roles. They're always looking for the next best thing. So her character, they were trying to replace her with someone to be the new her. So it was which is
semi-autobiographical.
yeah, but it's crazy because she's not dead. She's still there. Why does she need a new younger her when she's still there? And
Right.
she looked amazing in the film.
No, Demi looks good. Demi's always looked good, but that's
Yeah.
how the business is,
It
Anyone
is.
ain't 21 and she's and again, Demi's always been good looking, but
Yeah.
that's what the biz is about. So that's pretty close to art
Yeah.
imitating life.
Exactly.
When you fall off for a while in the entertainment industry and you try to come back, it's a very hard thing to do.
Yeah, unless you come back as a mom or grandma or some older role. But yeah, this is one of the few double standards that we probably enjoy more than women
Right.
is entertainment, because we can go a long time. We get older, we just take on different roles. But yeah, it's one of the few that we actually get. So that's interesting. But good for Demi.
Yeah.
I've always been a Demi fan. She's a little, a little different, but I
Yeah.
rock with her.
Yeah, it was a good film. It was a little weird, but it was good. The special effects are amazing. When you look at her transformations from scene to scene, I mean, it's just like, whoa. It was amazing. Out of 5 popcorn bags, I would definitely have to give that one 5 out of 5 because it was a good film.
Fine. Especially when she has roles where she cries pretty eyes. She's fine. I ain't gonna watch it because she's crazy. But Demi's fine.
Yeah.
But that's what's up.
For a white woman in the industry that's been in the industry as long as she has, yeah.
Yeah.
Because honey, you see them from long ago, 20 years ago. Now you'd be like, oh gosh, what happened?
Well, another one that has aged well is Halle Berry. She looked amazing at the Oscars.
Halle Berry is gorgeous.
Yeah,
she is. And Angela Bassett, she is.
Angela is drop dead.
She
Love her.
is. She is. And so talented. It's like just the talent and the knowledge that these women have.
What's going
on?
I said it.
What's up?
I said it.
I said it just had a really, really big show on Saturday, baby.
My main thing.
Honoring the women. He did the damn thing, honey. He was out there doing his thing, his little suit and stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way to go, brother. Way to go.
He's big on honoring women. I love it.
My man.
That's awesome.
Well, don't honor Tia, but yeah, keep honoring women. I said it.
But I have to say, if I have to choose between the twins, I would pick Tia over Tamara because Tamara's got some MAGA issues.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
All right, Roger. Watch what rabbit hole you decide to jump into.
You just found a way into that.
Yeah.
What? Damn, what I do now? Just look, I wouldn't pick her. All right, listen. I gotta meet him. All right. I'll probably forego mine because we're kind of running short. Unless I do have well, let me do a few. Just a few. I'm gonna do about 3 minutes. Hey, we do appreciate you, brother. You're doing your thing.
Yes, always.
I got a couple things, George. I'll do about 2 or 3 minutes of my sports and fitness because I want to give props to some people. See, I'm okay sometimes.
You gotta have it. Come on now.
Yo, let's get it. Sports and fitness with Roger Hawkins.
We need to interview bench press lady. We just need to talk, just kind of see what makes her tick.
Okay, so wait a second. So you guys did not really know that was me.
So we already got her. Never mind. Hey, Get back to that sports bra. We gonna talk. Like I said.
I'm
Hey,
telling
Roger.
you.
I have a question for you.
I gotta lie.
Well, I noticed that the Chiefs are restructuring the contract for Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones. So,
No,
what do you think that's going to look like?
I knew. You know what? Good question. I had a feeling it was coming, but I don't know which way to go with it because here's what I think. After that, ass raping that we got a month or two ago.
It was voodoo. We all came to that conclusion.
Listen, I was down there drinking.
I was trying. Hold on, it wasn't voodoo.
No, it was doo
It
doo.
was just a fact. Philadelphia's line was better than ours.
Well, but our
Them
old
boys.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's all it is. That's all it is to it.
But it's going to
Well, no, there's more to it than that because the Chiefs did not try. Had we have tried, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? It was a great game. They won fair and square.
I
Everything is
put
great.
4 300-pound athletic motherfuckers on your ass. I don't need that much goddamn trying in the world.
I'm not gonna get into an
It's
emotional.
their
They
job
never
to
rushed.
try. That
Boy,
is what
4
it is
against 6,
supposed to
and we
be.
lost.
If you
It was 4 against 6, and we lost.
if you have never played the sport or had someone like that across from you, that I mean, we all are entitled to our opinion. I'm not going to debate that. But what I will say is, to answer your question, I do think they're going to free up a lot of money to get Patrick and O line because our O line got jailhoused. It was bad. They didn't use Vaseline or nothing. They didn't give them a reach around no kids. They just jailhoused all of them. So, and Chris Jones and Patrick Mahomes, like you basically were alluding to, take up the most of the money. And they don't need it. Pat doesn't need it. So I know he's going to be pretty generous. Chris realizes no matter how good you are, you're not going to get to the promised land again after that embarrassment. So to answer your question, I absolutely think they're going to free up some space. But trust me, they're going to push Patrick out the way they look at how much Josh Allen got all this money because everybody wants the title. Highest paid this, highest paid that in history. It's who gives a shit? When you have a certain amount of money, it doesn't matter. It's for nothing more than prestige and pomp. So I do think they're going to free up money to get a much better O line. That looked like a high school team going against a fucking pro team. It was embarrassing.
It was just. I mean, I can't take anything away from Philadelphia. They built that line. Period. That's all it is. That's just like back when Pittsburgh had the steel curtain.
For sure.
And when Chicago and in Chicago and they front line with Refrigerator Perry.
Couldn't do it,
and all that. It's just like they found the right group of guys.
Yeah.
And they proved it all goddamn season.
And sometimes you're just a little bit better. You're just a cut above, and they happen to be. I mean, not taking anything away. Yes, Trey, I saw your boys are starting to do something. Listen, I ain't never gonna be a Bears fan, but I'm always gonna be a Bears fan because of sweetness. But yeah, I saw your boys are making moves. Real talk. So best of luck to you guys. Trey's obviously a Chicago fan.
You said Trey. That was not Trey.
I mean, not Trey, but my bad. I said it. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, like. Yeah, they got to do something because when you get beat up that badly, it was embarrassing. So
complete embarrassment.
They're gonna make some moves. They're gonna make big moves in terms of adding old offensive linemen and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see, and it's gonna come up pretty quickly here.
Well, they're keeping Kelsey, so I was happy about that.
I already told y'all he was coming back. I told you he was embarrassed. You'll never retire embarrassed. I knew he was.
He ain't gonna retire like that.
No, sir. I knew he was coming back. I laughed as soon as the game was over. I was like, "Well, we'll see 87."
Yep.
So is he staying for 3 more years to do a 3-peat?
I doubt it. No, hell no. We won't 3-peat.
Yeah, the 3-peat opportunity is over with.
That's done.
Because that means you got to do it 3 times in a row.
That was a boring narrative. That
it was cool to play with.
Play out well, so they're going to rewrite the script. That's not going to happen. Kelsey will, if he'll make it until we go back. If it takes next year, 2 years, and then he's done. He doesn't want to play anymore. He's got other shit to do. So there's that. I mean, we'll see what happens. real quick before we get into the subject, Xavier Worthy, speaking of the Chiefs, I am happy that he was vindicated because the now ex-fiance tried to railroad him as they do. And he caught her cheating. He kicked her out. She wouldn't leave. Typical. She demanded money. Blah 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 blah. And then she attacked him. He gets charged with assault because the man always does. And then everybody in the neighborhood came to his defense, and it got reversed. And I am proud of them because people don't believe in quote unquote snitching. I'm proud of them for keeping this young man's record clean because he's got a complete upside. His mother's very active in what he does. Clearly, wondering health. And it just goes to show, you got to keep an eye out on that. So anyway, he kind of dodged a bullet on that. So big ups to Worthy. He's a bad boy anyway. That young man he's a baller. So anyway, I hope she gets bitten by a pit bull in the ass cheek because she's a gold digging biatch, and she can piss off. Speaking of gold digging biatches, Israel Adesanya got away with 1-2 because his ex-girlfriend tried to railroad him for money. Hey.
Wait, what? Just cinnamon toast crunch for cats.
What the hell is that? Is that
You see in the commercials.
Yeah, the commercial. All right, he's gonna do that. Yeah, so that's it. And real quick, let me see. We talked about the Virginia high school girl, and real quick, y'all can get mad at me all you want. Angel Reese needs to shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down. Look, this little girl ain't been in the league 5 minutes, and she's already talking way too much. I don't know who designated her the new spokesperson for the WNBA, but she's going to set them back. She is not the right individual to do what she's doing. She's trying to help promote and advocate this strike because of the unfair pay and blah, and she just doesn't understand. She should really close her mouth. I'm just here to say she's not a good enough player. She hasn't been there long enough. She hasn't made an impact. I think they like her because she had the whole rivalry in college with Caitlyn. But from a legacy standpoint, she's gonna lose out. She just needs to make her money on the side, get paid what they get paid, and stop talking this equality and getting paid the same goofy shit.
Let me ask you a question, Roger.
Yep.
Do you think that a lot of these folks, right, that do stuff like what she's doing, do you think that they're set up to do something like that for a real downfall because of politics?
In a lot of ways, yeah. Everything is connected. Yes, I think people get chosen specifically for certain reasons. I definitely think she was marked. She was marked in college. She's a figure. She's noticeable. She's going to get a lot of attention. Unfortunately, she's going to embody some of the worst parts of our culture, not the best. And they like that because no matter what you do, you're going to have a lot of people follow that. The black dollar is strong. The problem is she's not going to have any real lasting effect or staying power because she's ratchet. And I mean, she's 22, and I'm not making excuses because I got one of those, and she can't do that because she can't do that. So that being said, I just think she needs to kind of sit back and learn a little bit more and be quiet, but she's trying to get to the forefront and put the league on her shoulders, and she's not the appointed one. She's just not. But they know because of the whole Angel and Caitlyn thing, they're going to use her until she's no more good, and then they're going to discard her. And I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. So I hope she's making preparations for life after basketball because she's gonna ruffle feathers. And trust me, the same they can make you quiet and they can make you go away.
That's true. Easy.
So there's that. I just wish she wouldn't be just so much right now, so much in your face, blah blah blah. But whatever, we'll see what happens. But if they strike, the WNBA is dead. So I hope nobody's listening to that idiot because I mean they're on life support as it is. That last year was a great breath of life, but the WNBA is on life support. Strike if you want to, and I'll guarantee you, fucking midget turtle soccer is going to come in and take over their spot. Shit, don't play. It's not. You ain't got that kind of pull, Sweet Pea. You ain't got that kind of pull.
Right.
Anyway, last thing, and let's move to the topic real quick. Lizzo. We talk shit. Everybody says their thing. I'm proud of her for losing the weight that she did. I'm proud of her for doing what she did. But, and she looks good. She looks good. On the flip side, I need for all those people that were talking and advocating, let her live, realize this is why entertainers and athletes and people like that should not be your god. They should not be your chief influence and all that, because most of them are hypocrites. Cardi B talked all that shit about not doing certain things and all that. When she was married, what was she doing? Trying to make breakfast. Sierra makes all these songs anti-men. She's chasing Russell all over the country. Beyonce does the same thing. Beyonce's almost gotten people divorced that I know very personally. Stop doing that. All that to say I'm proud of her, but see now if everybody's talking about let us do our thing and all that, look what she did. She understood her real purpose. She understood what she needed to do for herself. And in spite of all the shit she said, look where she is now. So I'm just saying that for people to just open your eyes and stop letting people that put their pants on one leg at a time influence you, that don't really have your best interest at heart, and then they turn around and do just the damn opposite. That's all.
She looks really, really, really good.
Really good.
She's a beautiful, beautiful girl. So I'm really glad to see that she's taken that role, because I when I see women, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's like, okay, what's going on, Lizzo? Like, your heart is gonna start acting up. Do you have diabetes? Like, all types of things start taking place. So this is a very good move for her.
The same thing you just said. I think she was being used as a pawn, and I mean, she did what she had to do to get where she is, and now that she's got a platform, I love that she took and put that spin on it.
Yes.
Because they were abusing her. She looks great. I mean, and there's a picture of her at one of the award shows. I mean,
I did it. Told y'all I
the black dress
like this.
Yeah,
I'm just me.
yeah.
The world is ready for self-love.
After 2 years of strength training, calorie counting, and even a joke acknowledging all the fans who think she's on Ozempic, Lizzo shared she's dropped 16% body fat and has met her weight loss goal, a number she hasn't seen on the scale since 2014.
Let this be a reminder that you can do anything you set your mind to.
You're special. The proud post comes 3 months after the singer's weight loss drug Halloween costume, inspired by South Park.
I controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
Even at the end of my weight loss journey, I'm not going to be considered thin by any means.
Lizzo's always been a champion for embracing one's curves. Her reality competition show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, earned her an Emmy Award.
I love it. I love it.
Right. And the thing
I think she's so awesome. I think she's such a realist, and like, even at her worst with her mouth, I just think she's just, I love her because of how real she is.
And she's always got, I mean, even back then, her energy, I was like, damn, I was always impressed by her energy.
Yeah.
So big ups to her for just doing that and then recognizing it. Like I said, hopefully she's using her platform for something good, but I just need people to pay attention to the people you listen to, tell you to do it's a kind of a do as I say, not as I do type of thing, and then watch what I do. So anyway, but I wanted to give her her roses, so her flowers. So there's that. What you got? There it is, G. Go ahead and show that real quick, and then we'll get into our topic.
Ew, go ahead, mama.
Yeah.
Lizzo was showing off her dramatic weight transformation at the 2025 Vanity Fair Oscars party. While the Grammy winner did not attend the 97th Annual Academy Awards ceremony, she did step out to Vanity Fair's annual Oscars party with her boyfriend, Mike Wright. For the occasion, Lizzo stunts in a black lace bodycon dress, complete with a dramatic sweetheart neckline that ended in points at her collarbone. For his part, Mike compliments his partner in a gray-brown suit and black shirt. Last month, the singer revealed she'd met her weight release goal, having lost 16% of her body fat. At the time, Lizzo writes on her Instagram alongside a mirror selfie quote, "I did it. Today when I stepped on my scale, I reached my weight release goal. I haven't seen this number since 2014. Let this be a reminder you can do anything you put your mind to. Time for new goals." That same day, Lizzo also shares insight into her health journey and weight release goals, saying this in a TikTok video.
I am actually on an intentional weight loss journey right now. Even at the end of my weight loss journey, I'm not going to be considered thin by any means. I will still be considered morbidly obese on the BMI, and little bros on the internet are still going to call me big backed, but I will be happy.
I rock with it. I rock with that.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, no, I rock with that. I rocks with that. So I had to shout her out real quick. So anyway, all right, let's get into it. Because we already kind of started. So you want to read? You want to read what you wrote or how you wrote it, or shall we just proceed?
Let's proceed.
Okay. Well, we still got to tell people what it's about. So
yeah, that's great stuff. Yeah.
So here's the question. The question of the day is, should you serve your man before the children? Secondly, there's a second part to that, but we'll get into that. So should you, like, we're talking meals and things like that. So we'll get into that. And then the second part of that was, if you're in a boat that's going down or a house fire, you can only save one person. Would you save your husband, long-term partner, or would you save your children? So let's just get into it. And then I have something I want you guys to see too. What you got?
Who's gonna go first? Okay, I'll go first.
I want you. I want you.
Okay, so I'm going first. So this is how I see it, right? If it's a man, woman, a couple of kids, okay, it's a difference. We're working this together. You know what, honey, do me a favor, grab some plates, take it to the table, because at the end of the day, the table is already served. You know what I'm saying? The kids might be at the table already.
Who eats first, me?
And look, what do you mean who gets it first? He's gonna help me take. If there's a couple of kids, then he's gonna help me bring the plates to the table. Period. Okay, it ain't gonna be no here's for you and here's for you. Look, everybody gets it. I might walk from the kitchen with 2 plates, one for one of the kids and one for my man. Here, you two, and I'm coming with the other one. Like I'm only one person, so I don't think. Look, y'all. I don't think there's a whole right or wrong to this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody's about to eat. As a matter of fact, damn it, I might put my plate down first. And then put the kids and then give it to him. Like, if he has a problem with that, we got a whole problem at the table. I ain't cooking no damn more, okay?
Okay.
Don't okay me. Don't be shutting me up. I'm just saying.
No. That was your answer. I wanted your what's the word? Organic out of your mouth answer. I didn't say it was wrong or right. I just said.
I mean,
okay.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just laughing because Mimi's like, listen, I'm over here. I got 7 arms. I'm trying to put wherever I can. That just sounds like a mama with a bunch of shit to do.
Yeah, because if there's kids at home and your ass, all you gotta do is go to work and come home, and I have to probably work, take the kids, do the laundry, and I'm doing all these things. Like, damn it, you is not going to bitch about who's getting the plate first. Be happy you eating.
Okay.
And that's it. That's how I see it.
All right, Miss Booker, who goes first? Who gets served first?
Kids.
Okay.
That poor man.
G double. What's your thought, brother?
That's all good.
What's your thought?
I get my own damn plate. Fuck y'all.
Okay.
That works too.
Okay.
I almost spit up all this wine, okay? I wasn't expecting that one.
Okay. Besides, as far as me and the kids, though, when the twins were little, I would go to, every restaurant where kids eat free. So I didn't have to worry about cooking. So if a man was expecting a meal, then he would have to get it himself because he wasn't waiting on me.
Okay. So
yeah, I occasionally get served first, but then when it's just you and her in the house, you don't have to worry about that problem.
Sure.
Right.
But I will. I am not beyond going to fix my own plate.
Right.
You made the dinner.
I don't think anybody is, especially in this day and age. I'm just thinking from a principalistic standpoint, or basically how you were brought up, like some people and all that. What's your thought process? Now, again, for some of y'all, this is hypothetical, but like I said before.
Okay, so hold on one second. I am so sorry, Roger. So JJ has something to say about that.
Yeah, I showed it, but I'll go again because good answer.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
No. So the first thing she said was,
well, we haven't gotten there yet, but I understand. That's the second part. But the first part, she said, I serve everybody plates at the same time, yet I serve him first, then the kids. That's how I was raised, and I agree. Well, I was raised without a daddy from the age of 5, And ain't want no man coming up in that house who was getting served first before her kids. So at the end of the day, I think, yeah, she did us first. And then
So okay, and that
Background creates your opinion.
that plays a part. It absolutely plays a part, though, and
Yeah.
that's why I asked, because
Mhm.
our backgrounds are probably different than they were 40, 50, 60 years ago. So
Yeah.
that's why I asked now. What about, okay, so let's get a little more deep, a little dramatic. You can only save, you got your, that's why I'm trying to get y'all to use your imaginations, because I already know what you angry motherfuckers gonna say.
What makes you think it's angry?
Because I'm just saying, if you are long term, I ain't talking about long term, be that married, long term. This is you guys' family. I ain't saying blended family. Let's just hypothesize. You've been with some gentleman or woman for 20 some odd years, or let's say even 5, but y'all have a young new family. So you guys are, let's say everybody's 25, 30. You got, a couple of kids, 5, 6 years old, 7 years old. Now y'all together, unit, and you go overboard, or there's a fire, and you can only save one person. Who do you save?
Okay, first of all,
you know you're going to get up. You yourself.
Okay. So let me say this. The grown-ups are grown-ups. Get the fuck up and get the kids, and let's get the hell on.
But no, listen. But that's not the question.
What's the question?
I'm giving you a scenario so that you can't do that. Let's say that everybody is stuck somewhere, incapacitated, trapped. They need help. You are the only person free to save them, like the Titanic, like all that bullshit. Who do you go save? You can only save one person. You can only cut the chains, the ropes of one person. Who are you going to save?
Why you got to ask a question like that?
Because I want y'all to think and stop dodging shit like y'all like to do. That's
why I would save my kids.
I would save the kids. I would go for the babies first.
Okay. Now I'm going to play something. Oh, real quick. Now this is crazy. I know it sounds crazy. Everybody here, and y'all know I don't ride the religious boat.
Roger, who the fuck are you gonna save? You asking the questions. Who
am I gonna save? Y'all know I'm gonna tell you.
Say it.
Hold on. What Trey say?
My wife and kids are going to be saved first.
Homeboy. You can't save wife and kids.
You gotta save one. So who you saving first?
I'm not making this shit easy.
Don't start no shit that your ass ain't gonna be able to get out of, JJ.
But listen. I want you to see something, and then y'all, I'm not gonna let you go without answering. That's why I like to start shit.
JJ, that's the same thing that I said. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you said you're saving your honey because he can then help me save our children. So you're gonna get him out, and then he's gonna go back in with you to get the kids.
That's a maybe. I've told a story before where I have a friend that I played ball with, a big man, strong man. He got out of a house fire. He said his name was Antoine. Rest in peace. He saved himself. And then he went back in the house to save his girlfriend and 3 children. He saved all of them. He perished. Don't tell me what the fuck would happen. So when I'm telling y'all this, I'm not fucking making this shit up out of nowhere. It happened.
I don't want to say that because that's a hell of a real story. But I mean, you're asking for our opinions, and that's what that is.
No. Man, we being grown. Like I said, y'all know I don't fuck around with that. We being grown. When I ask something, I'm serious. But I'm gonna show y'all something real quick, and then I'm gonna answer. I promise, Mimi, I ain't gonna leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer. I just want to show y'all this first.
Okay.
Y'all know I like to set shit up. That's what I mean.
No, it's all good. Bring it.
Hey, Bobo. Hey. I actually listen to her sometimes. She sometimes.
She be on some real shit though. I like her.
But and this is where really I got some of the idea from. Check her out.
Scenario: you're married with a child. Yes. You and your husband and your child go out on your sailboat. Okay. The sailboat gets struck. It's sinking.
Yeah.
Who are you going to save? The child or your husband?
Look, I would choose my child's father because we can make more children. This is an impossible choice. You also have to understand that my hierarchy in my life.
I agree.
God, my man,
husband,
my children,
everything else.
And also, I just want to emphasize spouse.
Your baby and your man is in the water.
Yeah.
Your baby look like a baby. Your man look like a grown man. I'm saving my baby. I love my wife, but I just feel like
What if she's incapacitated? What if she's knocked out?
I feel like she would be mad at me if I saved her.
She would, but she would get over it because now you a single daddy.
As a man, I can't even go back and be like, oh yeah, I saved my wife, I let the baby die. Who am I gonna go tell that story to?
Everybody.
Like, that sound crazy.
Let me tell you this. This is why having an integrity point and barometer with self is so important. Because if somebody said to me, you let your kids die and you saved your husband, absolutely. Now, it's not to say that I wouldn't grieve, that I wouldn't be sad. I'd probably ask myself, did I make the right choice? Oh my God, are we ever going to have children again? You know, I'm getting up there in age. Having kids is hard. All of these things are real things. But I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anybody has to say about any decision that I made because I did it and I meant it.
Reverse situation, your
Yes.
husband,
Yes.
you love so much,
Yes.
on that boat, and you and the baby.
Yeah.
in the water.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do?
I would want him to save the child, but I would understand why he chose me.
You will be happy with him after he chose you, not the child.
This is such a challenging choice. But ultimately, my husband, I so recklessly trust my husband that in that moment, that's what made sense to him.
You can't
And I
reckless-
might
you
be
can't-
mad.
yeah.
I'm already geriatric. We might never be able to have kids again. And the grieving would be crazy for sure. But if he chose me over our children, there's a reason why. God's not done with me yet. Well, people love the word until it's inconvenient, until there's judgment and bias around it. But when you think biblically, husband and wife should submit unto each other. You come first. You are the home front. You are the union. After God comes my husband. If I got to choose between my parents, whom I love, my mom is my very best friend, and my husband, I'm choosing my husband. And this is the problem. People are confusing marriage with being husband and wife. Those are two very different things.
Say that one more time.
Husband or wife means I am committed to this. I am submitted to the mission. I got you no matter what, under the eyes of God, through sickness and health, through all of the things that may come. That is my husband. Not I got married. Most people are just married, but they'll never experience what it means to be husband or wife. They're weak and they quit and they give up and they say, oh, well, it's just easier if I get divorced. So for me, when I have my...
Y'all understand her point.
Yeah, of course I understand her point.
So you listen, I don't know.
Still, I'm sticking to mine because
yeah, that's cool.
Clearly, we're different people.
But you know what? Here's the point that I was going to make. So here's my answer. One, who should be served first? The head of the fucking house should be served first, because without the head of the house, there is no house. The problem is you guys have had to be the head of the house for so long, you don't understand that. Part of the other problem is you're not going to ever get the type of...
It's not a problem. It's a situation that has not been resolved because of circumstances.
No, it's not a problem. No,
it's not a problem.
But if you have that setup, yeah, you probably wouldn't have an issue with it at all. People think,
right, of course.
But if you take this as far back as time began, from cavemen all the way up, who's the hunter gatherer? Who goes that da da da? So, like Chris Rock said, Daddy got to get the big piece of chicken.
Yes, of course. And in listening to what she just said, I totally get what she's saying because it only makes sense. But because I've never been in that situation or I've never seen that or grew up in that situation, then I could only go by what I've experienced.
And that's why I asked you first, because I understand. Again, I think I grew
up.
Oh,
you knew what I was gonna say.
George might be the only one that did come up with two parents. I didn't.
You got to understand, past experience makes present decisions.
Of course.
Does that make sense?
Yes, of course. That's where I'm at.
Facts.
So everybody got past experiences that are different.
Right.
So our present decision is not going to necessarily be the same.
Exactly. Yes.
But do we also agree that what's the catchphrase going on nowadays? Breaking generational curses. So much of what all of us do, those of us that came from single parents, those of us who came from a non-traditional parent, we all have things that brought us to the point we're at. And if you can either choose to follow those footsteps or carve out your own. I don't believe in excuses. I never do. Win, lose, or draw. I don't believe in excuses. If you do something right, fantastic. If you do it wrong, learn. So that's why I look at that, because unfortunately, a lot of us did come from the exact same background. And here's the thing. Don't let me lie to you and tell you I've thought the way I think now my whole life. Shit, it took me well into my adult years to kind of figure shit was being done ass backwards. And I don't blame the mothers that I had. They can only show me from their vantage point. As I got older, I realized some of the things were horribly flawed, and they didn't mean it. I don't hold it against them. But I had to unlearn shit and relearn stuff. That's why things don't work. That's why I'm pretty staunch in a lot of my stances. Yeah, I like being an asshole, but I am for a reason. And so when I look at something like
Me
that,
too.
Shut up. You just are light skin. You can't help yourself.
Shut up. Whatever.
But I thought when I saw that, and it really, really, really made me, it gave me a moment for pause because I wanted to know what people thought and why. Now, obviously, that's why I said try to imagine in
Mhm.
that being in that situation and what you would think. But if you think to yourself, okay, if I was really, in love, and like she said, I love that phrase, and I'm not being funny. She said, I recklessly trust and believe in, and that's the biggest difference. Do you know how many
Yes.
people have kids with men they don't even trust? You'll have a kid with this dude, but you don't trust him to go get groceries or take care of the car, to bill. Who's the fool?
Look at me. I have 2 kids with 2 guys that I
I'm
didn't even.
just,
What the
oh,
fuck?
hey, listen, we all got them. We can't give them back. I'm just saying. But what she was
And
saying
at the
was,
end of the day, I'll be saving the kids all day long. I'm saving none of them bastards.
but you know what? So okay, so here's my answer to the second part. The second part.
Mm.
If I was 25, 30, and my kids were young, as crazy as it sounds, I'm 1,000% with her because you can't. If I'm gone, my whole legacy's gone. The lineage is gone.
Yes.
I am that important, and I don't give a shit who gets mad about that. I am that important. Without
Yeah,
me,
at 25 and 30, that's a totally different story. And I get exactly what you're saying because
but here's
shit,
the
I
thing.
could have 5 more kids.
Right. But but now that I'm 50 and my children are of childbearing age, I probably wouldn't mind being self-sacrificing simply because I've gotten them to this point. So I would
Right.
probably try to make that decision, or at the same time say, you know what, save maybe one of my children who could carry the legacy on. I'm 50. But if I was 25, yeah, that's the toughest decision in the world you have to make. But I understand exactly what she said. You can have 5, 10, 20 kids, but if you're gone, that's zero, no legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just kind of added to that by saying at this age, we're all adults. I would be like, yeah, me or the mom, one of them got to go. And if it comes down to it, like I said, you want to know who's the most important? Honestly, me. You want to know the most important? Because this house falls without me. I have several houses that fall without me. That sounds messed up, don't it? Because the one that nurtured it, you can't have kids no more. We passed childbearing age. I'm a protector. I save lives. I'm more important. And that's a sucky thing to say because people can't handle that. I am more.
That's where surrogate moms come in. But anyway, that's a story for
Well,
another time.
again, when we all beyond childbearing age, it don't matter because a surrogate can't get back. She can't get pregnant by another surrogate. So, but yes, what you're saying is true. So it's a really, really weird thing. It's a tough question, and people hate answering tough questions, and that's why I like to ask them. I love making people uncomfortable because you know what? You can't call yourself no G-ass adult if you're like, damn, what would I do? Speak on it. Like that shit's crazy, right? But the answer she gave was it was heavy, wasn't it heavy? And I mean,
It was.
she meant that. Just kind of something to think about. So whenever, listen, we working on we working on. Look at that.
Oh, you
It took all night. It took all night.
Redeemed.
Hey,
love
that, yeah, but mine has to survive so my legacy can. So you're right.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I know most women have an unhealthy love and worship of their children, especially if you've been single for a while, because that's who's been your ride or die the whole time. And I understand that. But unfortunately, that's that's
He better
situation.
come on. Yo, you better swim. Let me get my little girl. Kima, come on. Let's
Right. Now, if he make it back to the shore and your ass get tired, you gonna talk shit like, baby, come save me. No. You told
My
me.
ass gonna be on my damn back like this, pedaling. Like little babies in the pool. Shit. Whatever.
No, listen. I don't think nobody can relish the idea of that, especially in light of what I've just told you guys today. Yeah, I think everybody wants to go before their children, but man, what that topic it means so much because it's true. It's kind of how it should go, but because the family dynamic is so broken, you're not going to get that answer from a lot of people, except maybe. And she's probably got a traditional setup and she planned it out and blah blah blah, which is why she feels like that. I respect her for that. You ain't gonna get that answer a lot. not from a lot of us. And I don't listen. Not being funny. I don't know a single sister on earth. I don't know a single sister on earth who would give the answer she gave. I don't. I'm sure there may be 1 or 2 out of 4 billion. I don't know one. Black women ain't doing no sir when it comes to them picking in these black. We ain't coming off of it. But what she said is, like I said, she's the foul. Trey, brother, appreciate you. I'm gonna have a drink for you, my man. 50 grand. I'm dead ass though. I'm dead ass serious. If you want to know the true order of it, that is the true order of it. It ain't gonna happen in the broken system we got. But that's because, like she said, you can have a husband or a wife. People ain't bonded. People ain't joined. People ain't married. Motherfuckers do that just to say they got a husband and wife, but don't know how to be it. Don't know how to be committed. I don't even care if you want to be married or not. You know what I mean?
Yes, I love it, JJ. She said, I am not married, and my honey and I just celebrated 8 years of being together. Happy anniversary. We're not married legally. However, everything he is and does is what a husband is supposed to do and be. Yay! Go, JJ hubby.
Keep it that way, because, boy, listen, once that shit become legal, y'all ain't worth shit. So anyway.
Look, they love it just the way it is, okay? Because the minute they get married, gonna be like, what happened, JJ?
Real talk. Hey, listen, I'm here to agree with it. Real talk.
That's how that be sometimes.
That should be changing, man. That should be changing. So,
CB?
I don't know.
Oh,
CB.
y'all heard Siri? Siri was like,
Yes.
But see, now you know why I'm mad at Corey. Because he already know Tia old stank selfish ass. She won't make him a sandwich or save him. I ain't listen. I don't give a shit. I'm Team Tamara. Tia can kick rocks.
Tia saving the kids first.
Yeah. And she probably gonna fuck the lifeguard or the boat owner.
Oh, okay, George.
Ain't shit. Man, I ain't got nothing for Tia.
No filter.
She ain't shit. Corey, homie, if you ever see it, I wouldn't have done it, dog. I know you love your babies, but I wouldn't have done it, my guy.
CB.
Yes.
It's after 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh. Daylight savings time and all. I hate it. Thank you for listening to CB and the Boys. Don't forget to like us and subscribe. We come to you every Wednesday as a Midweek Motivator, offering you music, motivation, conversation, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. Hopefully you got that and then some. And we will see you next week. Same time, same station. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your work week. And we will see ya. Bye-bye.
Peace, love, and
Bye,
hair grease.
JJ. Bye, Trey. Bye, guys. Bye, I said it.
Y'all be easy.
CB and the boys have left the building.